we need.
Yeah, like if he talked about like
Oh, honey, we are live, and you guys can probably hear the music right now. So let me shut that off. Let me play something more fitting here while we go over our introductions. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Welcome to Off the Dome episode. I lost count about a couple weeks ago. Today we are going to talk about Mizzou at Boston College, Mizzou versus Vandy. We're going to do our pick'ems. My name's Lucas, joined by my buddy Nate Thog.
What up?
And my other buddy down at the bottom here, Big Andy.
I kind of hate that I'm at the bottom now, but that's my fault. That's my fault.
It's good to have you joining us this week, though,
I can
Andy.
move it around.
Thank you, boys.
Here.
Thank you. No, it's fine.
You should put me in the bottom. I'll take it. I like bottom anyways.
No, it's all right. I gotta earn my way back. I gotta have more than 2 appearances in 4 episodes so far this season.
Yeah, so, you're moving down the priority lit. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, you've been living life, bro. It's good to the point where
low-key, I'm jealous
can't do
of
that,
what you've been doing. So
well,
I missed a couple episodes.
My victory lap is coming to a close, so time to get a job and get with the program. But it was fun. Florida was a good time. Got to watch our boys get the dub, which there was a lot of cussing involved for a little bit, but then we figured it out. So we'll get to that.
A very stressful dub, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Definitely not your typical 6-24 matchup.
No.
But yeah.
No.
So
the rankings are whack.
Rankings are whack. Absolutely. We will actually. I'm glad you brought that up. I do want to touch on that today. Nathan, how was your week since Saturday? We went live Saturday. How was Saturday? How was the game? I know I came over, but for the people who weren't there.
Saturday was great. Again, yeah, Lucas came out. We had brunch, mimosas, and then we made this wicked cocktail Lucas introduced me to this summer at the lake. I gotta admit, I've been drinking for a while, guys, listeners. This concoction will not leave you with a hangover, and I swear by it.
It's deadly.
It is deadly. It's great to just sip on all day. I mean, it doesn't make you feel bloated. Again, it must be. I think we're not going to share the recipe with anyone. It might just keep it in the podcast, group chat.
Maybe for a tailgate, come out to a tailgate if we get the tailgate this year at the stadium and come by. Maybe we'll let you try a little bit.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. It's not going to leave you. It's not sweet. It's not going to leave you with the hangover. It's just great on some ice. It tastes fruity. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. I absolutely agree. Now, my week was pretty chill. I'm going to Chicago in the morning. That's why the episode is tonight instead of Saturday. So I will take the blame for that. I'm pulling an Andy. Here. I'm gonna go do something fun.
It sounds like me and Andy should have just hosted this thing on Saturday and done it without you. Wow, Andy? Why didn't we think of this?
You guys,
I never think 2 steps ahead, man.
Yeah. I know, right?
You guys are more than welcome to host it without me.
You're kicked off the show. Bye-bye.
The entertainment would be gone for sure, but you guys can try.
Oh, please. Me and Andy got this covered.
You guys, I'll let you guys try. But no, it's cool. Tuesday I had my birthday. Didn't do a whole lot. Andy came by, tried to help me fix my tire because my tire was flat on my birthday. So that's good news.
Didn't go well.
No.
Yeah.
But I got the stuff to make my own smoked old fashions at home. So sipping on that.
Insert a clip of Lucas actually making one.
I need to. I'll fucking post a video.
Shoot, you've been saying that the past 3 weeks. You haven't posted shit on the podcast.
I posted the picture of the Boston Tea Party. I posted. I can't wait for you to see the AI picture I have for us today.
Nice. What do
I don't know if this one's
up for us.
This is a good one. Honestly, typically ChatGPT, I have to do it twice to get like the one I want. Only did it once. I was like, nice. This is the one.
Did you try a second time just to see if it'd make it better?
No, because this one didn't need to be better.
I bet the viewers would probably disagree.
Oh, they're about to find out here when we get to our pick'ems.
Okay.
When we get to our pick'ems. But let me get back to our topics here. We're going to cover thoughts for Boston College. Andy, I know you were at the beach, so curious what your thoughts were of the game and any areas of concern that you may have and any areas that you feel super confident. I'd love to hear.
My priorities were still with we're still properly aligned. We watched the game first. Me and the boys watched the game, and then we went to the beach in the afternoon. So I actually got to tune in and shit on you guys a little bit on the live stream on Instagram a little bit. But especially when you were like, "Yeah, we'll just kick him off." That was the all caps. Hey,
I figured that's what that was.
yeah.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
glad you were there for that.
Tune in for that. I went off for because it was during college game day, and I was watching that. They had Drinkwitz on for a little bit. I thought he had a great interview with the game day crew, and he had that little robotic dog and all that. But I thought, he's a very good spokesperson for our university. So, and I tuned back in towards the end, and I don't know, there's some other thing. I think I caught all the game predictions. That's what it was.
What
But about the game,
real quick, I have one
yeah,
question for you before we get into the game.
yeah,
The robot dog.
yeah.
What bark does a robot dog make? If you had to guess.
I'm not doing that for you. You are not.
Damn it, dude! I thought I had you.
You've clipped some pretty not remarkable moments of me so far on this podcast, and that will not be one of them. But,
Well, hey, now you're
yeah.
gonna have to post it because viewers do not know what they're referencing here. Sounds like Andy had a little bit too many on the beach and saw this robot dog, and I presume made a noise.
No, I truly was just.
He was just trying to set me up.
Yeah, I was trying to set him up.
Oh, damn.
No, but if you tune in for season 1, mate, you would know that
There's some clips
there might have been a
on the social media of Andy. There's fun. Actually, one I watched the other day, and I laughed so hard because it was hilarious.
I think there was one when we were talking about I don't know if we were already set to play Ohio State or if we were talking about potential bowl opponents, and it had to do with what a Buckeye is. I'm not going to go any further than that. Yeah, you can infer from there. Yeah, we're good. Okay, as to Boston College on Saturday, I was pissed off just like the rest of us when it was 14-3. They came to play, and in typical Mizzou fashion, as some of us more cynical fans would say, we got Mizzou'd, or it was looking to be that way. But after it was 14-3, man, we bounced back. And I mean, we scored 24 unanswered. My score prediction was looking really nice.
Your score
I
prediction
called 31-14.
Good for a second there,
and
buddy.
I was like, shit. I'm like, maybe I'm Nostradamus. I don't know. But no, dude. I mean, I think once we, bounce back from that kind of early wake up call, little splash in the face, whatever you want to call it. I think the game plan worked really well. We did not let I'm going to say Castellanos. He's the only dude I have ever heard with that name, and they call him Castellanos. It's Castellanos. Sorry. That was my little grievance with everybody talking about him on Saturday. But he didn't give us the Jaden Daniels treatment. He didn't run it up on us like any other mobile quarterback has for the last half century. So I was very happy with the game plan. He had to beat us through the air, which he did not. We picked him off twice. Especially that first pick was a huge momentum changer. So finally got the ball to Burden. And yeah, man. I mean, Cook's not hitting the deep bombs yet, but he had that nice little touch pass to Burden to get things going. The Burden touchdown and the 2-point conversion right before half was nice too. And then Cook's little scramble touchdown in the second half. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means, but considering how things started, that was a good bounce back. And also, 2 of their touchdowns were total flukes. So
yeah,
really
we're gonna have to touch on those. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. So
there we go.
I feel pretty good. All things considered, obviously, if you would have told me, hey, 27-21 before the game, wouldn't have expected that. But when we started 14-3, I'm content. So,
yeah.
I mean, shit, Georgia beat Kentucky 13-12. So,
really,
yeah. Now, granted, at Kentucky, but every top dog in this, and college football is going to get challenged every now and then. So,
absolutely,
we responded and we won. So
that was.
Yeah,
I feel like
that was
there's
my analysis.
been a lot of big games. Just to go off topic here, just to touch on that Georgia versus Kentucky game. There's been a lot of good games this year that are like,
yeah,
they're keeping you on the edge of your seat, on your toes, especially if you're gambling on them like a degenerate. But there's definitely
South Florida, man. They
yeah,
won with Bama the week before too. So
right.
I
mean, what was that Auburn game last week where they?
I don't even know Auburn played last week, bro.
Dude,
they're boo boo.
Or no, I think it was just this previous weekend that they played. They had a really good game.
Auburn's boo boo. Vanderbilt's boo boo. They're all boo boo.
Everyone in the
Tennessee's
SEC is
overrated.
boo-boo,
Tennessee's
besides
overrated.
Mizzou.
Um,
Georgia almost choked. Alabama
yeah.
is who knows what you get. Kentucky sucks. Florida sucks. A&M lost to Notre Dame, who lost to Northern Illinois, so they suck.
Man's using the
Oklahoma.
transitive theory over here.
Oklahoma too. I mean,
Arkansas, I think, is better than people expected. I'll give them some props, but you
I
know
will. Yeah.
they kind of suck. Who am I missing? Oklahoma, mid. Texas is good. I'll give Texas credit. They look good.
Texas is good.
And
Texas
with
look
Arch
good.
Manning
Texas is
too.
doing great.
They
What do you
didn't, yeah, they
mean?
didn't
Do I
miss a
think
single
they're the number
stud.
one team in the country? No, but they're definitely two.
Okay, well,
Who's
who's
better
one?
than them?
Yeah.
Georgia.
I mean, I get Texas played what UTSA, but Georgia played
They
on the
played a
road at
bad
Kentucky.
Michigan team. Who
Okay,
threw
but they
three?
played at Michigan.
Yeah, the Michigan quarterback threw
that's
3 picks against Arkansas State last week.
yeah, but going into Michigan and
I-
then beating them.
In Michigan, there was a home game and he did that. Arkansas State played them
We're
close.
not gonna know. We're not gonna know real rankings until
Nah,
conference play
I think
starts.
Texas is easily a top 2 team though.
Easily, yeah.
So, and I
And
think
dude, they didn't. Yeah, I know it's UTSA, but Arch Manning stepped in and they still won by like what 50.
Yeah, they didn't let
So
up. Yeah.
that wouldn't have happened if Brady Cook went down and then Sam Horn stepped in or whatever. For
Nope.
apples to oranges comparison, but yeah.
Right.
So,
there's something I wanted to
but
look
yeah,
up.
so that was my Mizzou thoughts, and then tried to watch the end of the South Carolina LSU game because your boy picked South Carolina. I almost was right.
Yeah, we
Almost.
were as soon as that game ended, we flipped to that game and we were staying in touch with that one, watching that.
Yeah, it was tough.
So Texas
What,
plays
17-hour lead they blew?
October 19th.
Yeah.
What's that, Lucas?
Texas plays Georgia October 19th. So we'll get
That'll be a good one.
we'll get an answer to
That's
our
gonna be a
little-
good game.
that'll be a good game.
Oh,
I'm excited for
So,
that.
speaking of
but
good
yeah,
games,
then
we have a good
after, yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of good games, we got a lot of good games this weekend.
We do.
All
I'm
over
excited.
across the board. I think this is the weekend I was talking about.
No, there's another weekend that's the weekend Mizzou plays UMass might be the best weekend of college football this year.
Okay.
You have some huge games
And
that
we're
weekend.
playing fucking UMass.
Yeah. So there are some.
No one's gonna watch
yeah.
that one, man.
You have
No.
some good games this week though, and I'm excited to share our pick'ems. I don't have a graphic this made for the pick'ems. I'm kind of slacking, to be honest with you. I didn't get the pick'ems made. I was supposed to update our old graphic instead of using the field for the three of us. Didn't do that. But for our next episode, everything will be prepared. Actually, I'm glad Andy's here because the way I did my pick'ems graphic wouldn't work with Andy's picture there, which is fine. But I can put it on one of these sides, so it would still work out.
I did want to explain my rationale since I was not here to do that on Saturday for my picks because they went so god awfully wrong. I already explained them to Lucas yesterday on his birthday, which was tire replacement, mania, which didn't work. Anyways, we'll get into that. Maybe we won't. I don't know. South Carolina, I already explained it. It was right until it wasn't. They blew a 17-0 lead at home. Tough. I don't know. I was almost right.
Hey, that's a
A&M
good
in
sign
Florida.
for us.
Yeah,
Not to
we
cut you
were
off,
close.
Andy. That's a good sign
We
for
were
us
close.
because we do
No,
go
we're
on the
good.
road and we play South Carolina there. So
Yeah.
that's
So
I like to see it.
A&M in Florida. I had A&M originally. Let the record show. Lucas, back me up.
He did.
I switched to Florida because Game Day had told or was reporting that I think Connor Weigman for A&M was a game time decision.
Yeah.
Weigman, yeah. So
Yeah.
I switched. I wanted to go with a more stable quarterback situation. Should have stuck with my gut. Bad call.
Can't trust
Tulane
that
versus Oklahoma was wishful thinking because I hate
We
Oklahoma.
all said the same thing though.
That was a bad call on that one. Bama didn't screw that one up, thank God. And then I don't remember what the other one was, but yeah, not my best week for pick'ems. So
Yeah, I don't even remember.
just wanted to
what
explain that.
before the viewers, Andy has 2 shotguns
Yeah.
for us. I have one.
Yeah.
We have decided as a unit for any of our bets moving forward, we will not do shotguns
at all.
anymore.
And I believe roll the clip back,
No.
insert it somewhere. Andy's the one who said that we should shotgun beers.
He did.
I am.
I
and
was like,
have the
I
clip on
don't
my phone.
know.
I knew that was going to come up, dude. The only reason I suggested it is because I just wanted to fill the awkward silence. There were no ideas being suggested. I was like, shotguns? I don't know. We already do that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I didn't want the awkward silence to continue, so I was like, let's just get this shit over with. Shotguns.
We
No.
could switch
Terrible
it to
idea.
like
Terrible idea.
just like shots, if
That
we
would
want
be
to keep
better.
it like a
That
drinking,
would be, yeah, heavily
I
preferred.
think I like that better.
Wait, you said
Yep.
shots?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be here for that.
yeah. Don't be soft. We're
Like,
already shotgunning.
I have the clip somewhere. I was gonna play it, but I couldn't find it.
I know you
No,
sent it.
bro. I mean,
I did.
right hand up. I know I said that. I just, yeah, no more. No mas. My liver cannot take it after Florida. So we're going to, not trying to die young here.
So if anyone has any suggestions for a bet, throw it in the comments, and we will look at it. And we may just use your suggestion as what we use as a bet. Um, we won't go too much into it, but Nathan has had a good idea. Probably starting next week, we're going to make actual bets on a sports book, and we will share the bets that we make on the show, so you guys can either fade us or pick with us. Um, which either way I think is a great idea. Props to Nathan for that. Cheers. Actually, I can't drink anymore. I got to save it for toast of the game.
I was gonna say, Lucas, insert a free donations if they want to if the viewers want us to gamble with their money. I'm sitting pretty even this week, or I should say this season so far. I am doing better on the pick'ems though, so well,
Yeah, Nathan's been money on the pick'ems actually. I think both weeks he's won them.
I have no.
No, Andy won week 1,
I
Andy
look
won
good.
week
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
and then Nathan
Yeah.
won week 2, and I didn't.
We
I did not lose week 2, but I
we
didn't
tied.
win week 2.
You could either viewers suggest a parlay that we play, or just single money lines, or take the over unders. Take the score spread. We're
Um,
trying to think of something to make this more entertaining for everyone. So
I think the bets was a fantastic idea. We're still going to do our show Saturday morning, just not this Saturday, clearly. But moving forward, even like Mizzou's bye week, we'll still do one Saturday morning. They still get in that college game day mood.
yep.
Um, but I do want to go over my post game thoughts for BC really quick, and then we'll jump into our toast of the games. So my thoughts were, like we said, there was 3 plays that kind of defined the game for Boston College, and those are the reasons they scored. We had a penalty on third, and I think it was 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 11. We hold them, but there's a penalty. They get a first down, and then they go for it on 4th down. Later on the drive, they score a touchdown.
I
You
can
don't
tell
get
you that first one. It was at the beginning of the second quarter, 9:44 in. Reed Harris, 67-yard pass from
well that was that fumble. That was that fumbled snap that the defense didn't
right.
really play, and then he threw it up and scored.
That
And then
was the one free play they got that
yeah,
they scored on. Right. Yeah.
yeah, and then the last touchdown, the tight end was wide open somehow and ran it in. Like you take away those 3 plays, but you could say that for anything. You take those away, it's a much different ball game. I know the score was 27-21, but they scored, with not much time left. The defense, I thought, for the most part, outside of those plays, did its job.
Yep.
They forced turnovers. There at the end, it felt like they were getting pressure to the quarterback. Obviously, there's some discipline that needs to be instilled there as far as like just because a fumbled snap, you still got to do your job. But those are things that are I think, all fixable. So I'm not super worried about the defense. They only allow 280 yards of offense, I believe, which is more than we've allowed the first 2 games. We played a much better opponent this 3rd game. Um, so I was, pumped with the defense. I thought they did overall pretty well. Offensively, got to clean up the penalties, man, on offense. I feel like so many drives were killed due to penalties, like 2nd and 59. That should have never even been a thing. Um,
That was
Luther
really
had
bad.
Luther had a
That was
had a
really
ball
bad.
game. Oh yeah, sorry. We allowed 298 yards of offense. Mizzou had 440 yards of offense, and it was a 6-point game at the end of it. We went 11-19 on 3rd downs, which is pretty good. 1 for 1 on 4th downs. Boston College only went 4 for 12 on 3rd down. So we did our job from defensively.
Defense stepped up. Just
Even offensively, like we were efficient. Brady Cook went 21 for 30 for no interceptions. We had 176 rushing yards, averaged 4.1 yards a carry. We had 8 penalties for 91 yards, which is ridiculous. That's 10 yards a penalty if you break it down. And we had the time of possession. So it's one of those things that like that game should have been a lot more comfortable than it was.
Yeah.
Like Boston College scored once in the second half. I mean, we only scored 10 points in the second half. Um, but overall, the thing I told Nathan is when we were down 14-3, I think it was, I said, "We've been punched in the mouth. How does the team respond?" And they responded, man.
And I looked at Lucas and I said, "We're about to find out."
Yeah, they responded. So I'm proud of the boys for just responding. It's one of those games where we got down and we haven't been down all year. And they did their thing. So I do want to go ahead. If you guys have nothing else to say about that game, jump into our toast of the game.
Quickly to
Yep.
touch off discipline, like you were saying.
Yep.
Also, I mean, like you were saying with the three plays, these three penalties never happen. The burden, throwing the ball in the guy's face, taking out his.
It was such a weak throw. He didn't even throw. He just like tossed it.
Yeah, it was.
You can't be doing that.
I
And
know you
I
can't
think
do it, but it's
I don't remember if that was the drive that was the second and 59 or not, but it probably was. But and then also when he took out the guy's mouth guard and chucked it. I know those were on the same drive, I think.
they were.
You
But the
I think
guy,
they
the
were
guy,
do
back
that.
plays
the guy
actually.
took Luther's mouth guard before Luther took his, and Luther took his
Yeah,
after his was taken.
yeah. But they
Which I
always
mean,
catch a second guy.
yep.
Uh
They
huh.
always catch a second guy.
But
Yep.
Drinkwitz,
That and
well
then
done.
the McClellan penalty right at the beginning. We had them stopped on that third down.
That's what I'm saying. That's
First
what I'm talking about.
first drive of the game, and that was the only drive that they actually legitimately marched down the field and scored on us. And almost never even happened if we didn't get that penalty. So obviously everything does happen, and you can play the ifs and buts and all that, but that game could have looked a whole lot more lopsided if we played a little bit more disciplined, clean football. So, but still, we bounced back, like you said. And they actually, I watched the highlights again today, and then I watched, I guess they're the new mini movies. It's a different director this year, but and they had actually had Mike Kelly talking about how, this team has not faced adversity at all so far this year. Hadn't until this game. I mean, my God, Buffalo and Murray State, it's cakewalks.
If you
Yep.
have adversity in those games, bro, you need to reevaluate your list.
Whoa, yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, and then they faced it and they were able to handle it. So that was it. Just, more discipline and glad that they were able to handle adversity. So,
No, absolutely, absolutely agree.
yeah.
I was gonna tell you something, but I totally had forgotten. But let's go ahead and jump into our toast of the games. Andy, I'm gonna let you lead us off for your toast of the game.
I would say my toast of the game is there's have to be a player. There's going to be a group.
It could be whatever.
I'm going to say Blake Craig. I want to, I mean, you could talk about Luther Burden for finally having a good game and all that, which he deserves it too. But Blake Craig has been nails. I mean, I think he had a couple misses in the Buffalo game, but other than that, he's been rock solid, dude. And he's I think redshirt freshman. Already has a nickname, Craig the Leg, and has hit multiple 50-yard bombs. Like
Nah, he's got a
the
leg, man.
dude's pretty legit, and he gave us the lead right before half. Um, I don't think much more has to be said. He's been balling. He's definitely filling in nicely for Mevis. So
We got a comment here from my big dog Ruben. Hey, peace some hoes for dropping Mizzou down a spot despite beating a ranked opponent. Tennessee equals buns. How do you guys feel about it? I couldn't agree more.
I agree, but now with
also
the
agree.
performance Mizzou put on,
Heupel just likes to run it up against shit teams, man.
That's what I'm saying.
70-point game against no name team is better than beating BC. So
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, I think the weight that they have is beating North Carolina State, who does not look good, by the way. I looked at the games that they've played. They got smoked by Tennessee, but they also haven't played anybody. They don't look good. All their games have been close outside of that, and they've played nobody outside of Tennessee. So I think Boston College carries more weight of a win over North Carolina State, in my opinion.
agree.
So you're Craig the Leg. You got Special Teams Player of the Week, actually, so that's a good shout. I'm glad you brought Blake Craig up. He has a leg. Work on his accuracy a little bit, but overall, the dude can kick the fuck out of a football. Nathan, who's your toast of the game too?
Man, I'd say the DBs. I know they had one blown play,
Mhm.
but I think they just as a group held it down. They didn't really allow the passing game to really develop,
Mm.
and I think that's something special, especially in the first half. If the other team gets something going in that area, you'll see a lot of it in the second half, and we kind of shut that shit down. So I mean, minus that one fluke play they had at the beginning of the second quarter, I think the DBs did a pretty good job again. So,
Okay, so your toast of the game went to the defense.
yep,
So
defense.
so while you guys were giving yours, I'm glad Andy bought Blake Craig. He went 4 for 4, long of 56, and 1 on 1 on extra points. So he accounted for 13 points for your Missouri Tigers. And I was sitting here thinking about who I wanted to be my player of the game. I'm going to give an honorable mention. Nate Noel, 22 carries, 121 yards. The
Good
dude
game.
looked electric. In open space, he looks hard to tackle. He's fast. But I'm going to go the cliche answer here because I feel like you have to. Luther Burden the third, man. Player toast of the game.
Oh
My
boy.
guy. He deserves it, man. Like I said, played 4 quarters of football, and then he goes against BC, 6 catches, 117, tutty, and 44 yards was his longest catch of the day. He showed up and he showed out. Outside of his penalties, yes, those penalties are boneheaded, but the dude is electric with the football. It doesn't matter if it's a deep throw. It doesn't matter if you throw it to him behind the line. He's going to make something out of it. And I don't know what it is. He looks so hard to tackle. Everyone seems to struggle with getting him down, and he's not that big of a guy. Um,
Now that you point that out, yeah, I kind
He's
of
5'11", 208 pounds according to ESPN. So like for a receiver, he's not super big. Um, and he's not the fastest guy out there, but it just always seems like he outruns everybody, and people can't get him down. So Luther Burn is getting my toast of the game. I've been waiting to give him one, and I'm glad I finally got to. And I think between him, our receiver room, I think they're gonna keep showing out.
Say he's 280 pounds.
208.
Oh, I was like,
Andy was sitting there that whole
Wow.
time.
I'm like, he is moving, dude.
Andy was
Damn.
sitting there the entire time after I said that talking. He was sitting there like, did he just say 280 pounds?
I was like Zach Galifianakis in the all the running all the numbers in my head.
Dang.
I'm like, no wonder that dude freaking took that hit in stride against Florida. I'm like, yeah, I can't fucking knock down 280 pounds.
Dude, if he looked that lean at 280 pounds, dude, holy shit.
Yeah,
He
I
does
shouldn't
look
have known.
small though in the field
No,
with the pads on.
I'm saying he's not that big of a receiver.
no.
I mean, he's not
I
like
feel
he's
like his touchdown. What was it, the second quarter?
Yep.
Yeah, it eerily reminded me of the Murray State one. I feel like that's his signature move where he's taking it to the outside, can
Catches
just
it.
stop on a dime,
Yeah.
and then the DB looks silly, like they're on freaking ice, and he
Yeah.
just beep,
And
little
I think
spin
it's
move and gone.
yeah, and I think it's whenever they isolate him out there too. And I think it's,
Yeah.
obviously probably by design. I mean, I think we'll probably see that more than, the deep ball. Who knows? Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But no, definitely like he has that signature move right there where he plants his left foot and he
Yeah.
turns back into the inside. And again, no
I
one's
remember.
there to even catch him, or no
Yeah.
linebacker. I think they probably got like a guy running a flag route across the field to pick up the safety, and they
Yeah.
isolate him out there, and it works out great for us.
I remember there was complaints when the college football game came out because the tackling was so whack, and then people were like, "Do you remember how people actually tackle in college football?" And then that highlight happened with Burton. He ran through like 3 guys. I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of fair point."
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
all tried to arm tackle him and couldn't get him down.
No, I
So
think that's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to bring down a grown man, right?
no,
so
Especially in his peak physique and
I'm really just hoping this man does not go to Carolina and have his complete professional career around.
now that you said that,
Sorry, yeah. On a happier note,
no, yeah, that
he'll
was
have
He's
Andy
right to the
Dalton though.
Chiefs,
Andy
but,
Dalton will run the ball. Yeah,
no, they won't. They
Oh.
are just gonna go wildcat formation, bro. Just constantly.
yeah.
But this Saturday at 3:15, if you can see the thing at the bottom, number 7 Mizzou takes on Vanderbilt. The last couple of years, we beat Vanderbilt by 17 last year, and the year before we only won by 3. I think this year we're favored by 20.5 points according to
Yeah.
FanDuel. I'm curious on your guys' thoughts for the upcoming matchup. Yes, I understand it's Vanderbilt, but Diego Pavia is their quarterback, who I think is their most talented quarterback that they've had in a while. He can run. He can't run like Thomas C, Boston College quarterback. But I think he might even be a better quarterback, man. To be honest with you, You contain him, you win the game. Vanderbilt's not known for having an explosive offense, but this guy can extend and make plays. Curious on your guys' thoughts for this matchup for Vanderbilt. What are you kind of looking for? What are you worried about if there is anything? Um, so yeah,
I'll go ahead and go first. Just looking at who they've played, they are prone to allow the other team score. So I don't think we'll have an issue there. Again, I just feel like if the DBs lock it down, especially with this quarterback, for someone who can make plays, they got to be disciplined and can't allow something like they did against Boston College.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I think the defense needs to show up again like they have been. Don't allow that fluke play again, like you said, Andy. Just like come down to discipline, which Lucas you said can be worked on. Just don't give
Absolutely.
up. I feel like the offense again will not have a problem scoring.
Yeah.
It just seems like coming off the first two games, right? Fluke, teams or whatever, and then Boston College. We're kind of slower to start with. Like we don't
Mhm.
have that momentum going, and they've all been home games. So I'm curious to see how this one develops in the first quarter. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm going to be looking at there. Is how fast Mizzou comes out of the gate. How confident are they feeling? They got that. They faced that adversity last week. They overcame that hump and ended up putting up some points in the second quarter where they needed it. Got the lead at the halftime, but I think this week's going to be a tough challenge. Tough challenge too. Don't rule out Vandy because they are looking better this year than they have in the past. So that's my take on it. With the 20.5 spread, I think that's kind of steep, to be honest. It's an unranked opponent. Again, going against Boston College last week, I just don't know. So I don't know if they cover the 20.5 spread.
Well, we're gonna see when we get to our pick'ems, and I'm excited to tell you guys my pick when we get there. Andrew, what are you looking at? What are you concerned about? Is there a player that you are looking at for to have a game? Are you looking for a group to have a game? Are you concerned about any areas? Inform us and inform the people on your expert analysis, please.
First and foremost, I apologize for all the looks off screen. I have the Royals on in the other room, and as all fellow Royals fans know, we're in the heat of a playoff race for the first time in damn near, well, yeah, a decade, and they're not looking too hot right now. So I'd really like them to win tonight.
I was going to say Royals
Anyways,
are in a tough position right now. I
yeah,
will concur with that.
we're hanging in there by a thread. We got 2 on. Salvy's up to bat. We're down by 3. Blew a 1-0 lead. Last 2 nights have been very ugly. Should have won both of them. Anyways, back to your question. I'm
Yep.
not going to dodge it like a politician. I would say
Or Shane Gillis and Down syndrome.
it
Yeah.
nicked me. It nicked me.
Yeah. It nicked me.
Nate, great analysis.
Thank you.
I'm going to piggyback off that to at least things to look at overall, how they come out the gate. Because, like you said, very slow start against Boston College. We did on the first drive down for 3. We just weren't able to match Boston College's touchdown. So to see if they can expand upon that, get a full on successful first drive or just first quarter. Look, as you distract me. I would say
Sorry,
the one thing I didn't know is Diego. Where did he
Pavia,
transfer from? Yeah,
New
where did he
Mexico
transfer
State, I think it
from?
was. New Mexico,
Okay.
New Mexico State. It was one of the
Um,
two.
my
I know it's New
thoughts, because
Mexico.
I was doing a little
Can I insert
research, whatever you
something?
want to call it. Yeah, go ahead.
He beat Auburn last year, or his team beat
That's
Auburn,
what it
but
was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he
New
was a
Mexico
lot of
State.
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
My thoughts about this game have changed over the course of the last couple of weeks because week 1 they come out and actually beat Virginia Tech in, I believe, overtime. And I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh
they
shit,
do.
okay."
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't same old Vandy. All right.
Mm-mm.
Week 2 they blanked Alcorn State 55-0, and I was like, okay, respectable blowout. I
Yep.
know it's a nobody school, but still. And then this last week they played Georgia Southern. I get those mixed up, and nice. Salva didn't come through in the clutch.
There's New Mexico
Cool.
State is who he
Damn.
played for,
Okay, but
and they beat
man,
Auburn 31-10.
damn. Well, Auburn forgot how to throw the ball last year, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so last week Vandy returned to form. They lost to Georgia Southern, I believe. And I was looking at the scorebug, not the scorebug, Gamecast, whatever you want to call it. It was actually, I mean, Vandy was 2 minutes away from winning that game. I think they scored with about a minute 30 left to take the lead, but then they gave up a touchdown to Georgia Southern with like 20 seconds left. So kind of interesting. They were, even though they lost that one, it was definitely competitive. Maybe not what you would think from the final score. They were down by 12 at two separate points in the game. So, I mean, nobody really thinks that Georgia Southern is a powerhouse or anything like that. So, still losing to them, not the best luck, but they were competitive. Had the lead very late and just couldn't hold on to it, kind of like the Eagles on Monday night. Yeah, I'm just kind of interested to see how it goes. I mean, we're still gonna handle them with relative ease, I would think, but they're not the Vanderbilt of the past, is what I would say. So probably they got a wide receiver that's had a good amount of yards and touchdowns so far. Diego Pavia, obviously. I don't know about anybody on their defense, so I'm not too worried about that, especially with our offense. I mean, my God, you cannot stop our ground game. Nate
Nah,
Noel and Marcus Carroll,
they look
they're
good.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Nate Noel had a great game against BC as
Um,
well.
yeah.
Which
So just see how our defense can handle. Honestly, that's the matchup I'm looking at: is our defense versus their offense, because I know our boys are going to take care of business on offense. So
yeah, I would agree with that
yeah,
as well. I think I
that was
was
a lot of
watching.
rambling, but
No,
Yeah, yeah.
you touched on a lot
yeah,
though. I was listening to something today. Um, the Vanderbilt is not good against explosive plays, so what I'm looking for is us to generate explosive plays. If this team is not good at it, I want us to take advantage of that. I'm looking at, can Brady, one, hit the deep ball, and two, can we generate more explosive plays? It doesn't necessarily have to be a deep ball. It could be a screen pass. It could be, just a run play for 50 yards or whatever the case may be.
65-yard run by Noel. Oh,
He's got the speed,
that'd
man.
be sweet.
I would like to see the
Sorry.
offensive line penalties be cleaned up, because that was where the majority of our penalties. I would like to see more touchdowns. I know we scored 52 against Murray State, but how many of them we had one defensive touchdown, right, in that game? I don't remember exactly.
pick six, yeah,
I would like to see some more points here. Then I would like to see over 30 points as well.
yeah,
I think
uh,
Mizzou is a clear favorite in this game. I think there's a reason we're 20.5 point favorites. I don't think it's close. I think Andy is right. This is a better Vanderbilt team than they've been in the past, but this Mizzou team is a much better Mizzou team than we've had in the last few years as well. So I don't think this game is close. I think with how efficient, I think Boston College is a much better team than Vanderbilt, and we should beat Boston College by 10 plus.
yeah.
In my opinion, I think we should beat Boston College by 10 plus. Um, so I'm watching Brady. I'm watching explosive plays, and I want to see clean up penalties in the offensive line, and I would like to see the defense just do their thing and have just like don't have a busted coverage. You know what I mean? Lock
Yeah.
it down and make Diego run. Because I think our team is fast enough, and I think our players are way more talented than Vanderbilt. That even if he's running, like I'll be okay with it. I thought we did overall pretty decent against Boston College's quarterback when he was on the run. I actually don't know his rushing stats. I'm gonna pull that up really quick because I'm curious to see what his rushing stats were. If you guys know that at the top of your head, please spit it out. If you don't, I'm gonna find out right now.
Nope, and I know
And
that's something. Sorry, just
no,
to
you're good.
interject here. That's something me and Lucas did talk about last podcast. Is how the defense is going to handle against a quarterback who can scramble and tuck the ball and run. And I think we did a pretty good job at it. I mean, that quarterback is good. So good
What do you
job
think
on
his rushing yards were for the game?
I'd say under 50. I don't think
I'd
he
say
ran.
under.
Was it?
Well, because I did listen to the post game, so I got a little more insider info on this. I listened to the post game show with Tucker Franklin. They include sack yardage, which
In
is
rush
weird.
yards, yeah.
Mm,
But
which we do
I think without sack yardage, it was
under 70.
under 50. I think. I don't know. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't.
he went 13 carries, 16 yards. That's obviously with
Yeah,
the sack yardage. His longest run was 7 yards.
Yeah.
yeah,
So he didn't even
yeah. We shut him
scramble
down.
for like
Hmm.
if it was he didn't even scramble for full 10 yards. So I thought overall we did pretty good. I think there were some plays where obviously we broke the contain and we need to work on that. But I think Diego Pavia is not as fast as the BC quarterback, so
Yeah,
not super worried about it. I think Mizzou should handle business. I don't think this game is
yeah.
close. Uh, them Tigers are going to do it 24-17. Them Tigers. That's not my pick. We're not there
I was gonna
yet.
say, whoa,
I
you
was like,
throwing out
what?
your pick'em score? Whoa.
No. Those are my picks. Um. So
I thought
yes,
that too, man. I
offensively.
mean, like I said, watching those highlights again, we came. I mean, we crashed on the ball. They were, especially in the second half. I'm remembering one. It was a handoff. It wasn't a quarterback scramble, but I mean, we just ate them up in the backfield. They were not getting stuff on us.
No,
So if they can repeat that against Vanderbilt, we're going to be just fine. And it's crazy to think that we had more questions on the defense coming into this year, but
Right.
they've arguably been the more dominant unit.
Yep.
We're more concerned about the offense and Brady Cook's deep ball than this
Yep.
defense that was previously unknown, I guess.
Yeah, and just to
Um,
piggyback off of that, Andy,
but
yeah,
yeah,
I think like the defensive line.
defense.
Yeah. Really did a good job like putting pressure on the quarterback and containing him a little bit in that
yep,
situation and like what he's capable of. So it's good to see that in retrospect, considering all the teams we're going against down the road. So yeah,
yep,
No, it's definitely everything that I think Mizzou did wrong is fixable stuff. Penalties, busted
absolutely.
coverages, everything can be fixed there. Brady's connection on the deep ball again. I think this is the game where he's going to hit him. This is the game where
Or Theo West Weiss Jr.
we score points.
Woo!
So I'm excited. But that's what I'm looking for: explosive plays, clean up the offensive line penalties, and no busted coverages. I don't care if they drive down the field, like whatever. Um, just don't let them have free, easy points. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Make him
This
And
earn.
should be a similar score to last year. I mean, 41-17. I would not be surprised if it was
That
something along
seems
those lines again
realistic.
this year.
no, last year was
Yeah,
38-21.
And let me pull up the overage for
yeah.
this game real
Whatever
quick.
it was. Yeah.
Wow,
I think
52 and a half.
I know we won. I know we won by
Burden and Weiss both had a touchdown. I mean, we balled out in Nashville last year. So
We
30.
especially
came
on
Yeah,
back
against
with a
Mizzou.
vengeance
it
for
was
sure.
38-21.
Yeah. Okay.
Vandy put up 2 touchdowns in the fourth,
Yeah. So
which made it close. But
yeah.
that's pretty much what I'm looking for at Vandy. And then if you guys have nothing else about Vanderbilt,
Fuck them.
so, okay,
Nice
Yeah,
egg.
nothing on my end.
okay,
Andy, anything on your end?
yes, I know.
No, all
I'll
good.
be right back.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know
He's
what he
gonna get
was
that.
gonna. I feel like he was gonna try and segue into something, but
Yeah. Probably got picks coming up.
I think
But
so. I don't
Nate, are
want
you
to.
trying to get to a game this year, man?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going. I actually planned on getting season tickets, or I was not. I
Oh.
didn't plan on it.
Yeah.
Last year I was looking whenever I got
Yeah.
the email from them, and
Yeah.
for 2 tickets, decent seats, I think it was like $1,400. I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
think that's not bad. It's like
Yeah.
150 a ticket, but it's like,
Hmm.
you know, I didn't want
Yeah.
to pull the trigger on them, and then I saw it again. It was like 1,700. I'm like, I'm out. But
Shit. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I really wish I would have jumped
Yeah.
in on it whenever I could have. It would have been a good pull. Unfortunately, at the time, I just bought Morgan Wallen tickets and Zach
Yep.
Bryan tickets because I got into the
Yep.
pre-sale, so I was already down on some money, so I talked
Yeah.
myself out of it. Probably the smarter end of the deal, but not the smartest thing on my end. But I'm also
Yeah.
glad I didn't because a lot of our home games aren't games that I would have wanted to go to as far as like, we're
I
on
get
the
that,
yeah,
but
you see where I'm coming from?
I enjoy the blowouts though too. So
Don't get me
that's
wrong, I love going to
yeah.
Mizzou games.
Yeah.
I would have liked to seen to play Alabama at home because I
Yeah.
don't know
That's
the
fair.
last time we have.
Next year we play them at home.
Yeah. I went to
Yeah,
see him play. That was the COVID year, 2020.
yeah. I was gonna
I
say
got to
it's
see that
been
one.
a while
Yeah.
since they've come to
Yeah.
Mizzou and play, but
Next
just
year,
like
if you want to do season tickets next year, we have KU at home and Bama at home.
for
Yep.
you guys who don't
we
know.
we both just had the same reaction.
Yeah, I mean, KU, come
Like,
on, man. I
We'll have,
want to
they're
go.
gonna make
who
that
else
happen.
will we have at home? All the SEC opponents we play on the road will be at home next year.
Yeah, that'll be a good season to get season tickets. But yeah, like Andy, just I wanted to get tickets. Again, I do want to go to a game. I know we've been chatting it
Yeah.
up a little bit about the Oklahoma home game.
Yeah.
I am
I'm just
down to go.
adjusting to life with I'm adjusting to life without a student pass for the first time in 7 years, and it sucks because I'm seeing Snapchats every week, Insta posts of people that still live in Columbia, and I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, this has been the last 7 years of my life. I went to damn near every home game, and
did
now
you
it's just
really?
like I really tried to. I missed one for a wedding, couple because I didn't make it past the tailgate. We don't talk about those. But
We all
yeah,
know what
I
happens at
really
Mizzou tailgates, baby.
yeah
Yeah, we've all been
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So no, I really I made most of them. So
so is one on your radar this year as far as making one?
I want to go to homecoming because you got to go to homecoming, or at
Mm,
least try to. I would
yep.
say homecoming and
Mizzou
Oklahoma.
invented homecoming.
Oh wait, Andy.
Exactly.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I will not be at homecoming because I have a Halloween party. Totally forgot about that. Halloween party. Yep.
Oh shit!
Halloween
Isn't
party is more important than
Auburn
homecoming,
Auburn
bruh.
This Halloween party, absolutely yes.
Auburn's
Yeah.
homecoming, isn't
Okay.
it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
For you guys that don't know, I'm looking at the Mizzou poster back here.
Yep. October 19th, we play
Yeah.
Auburn, which is homecoming. It's 11 o'clock game, right? I think it's 11 a.m. this year.
Oh, that's the day that Texas plays Georgia that we were talking about earlier. So,
Yeah, that is.
interesting.
is.
Okay.
Sorry I had to leave. Someone was knocking on our door. So I wanted to go
Oh,
check it out. They
weird.
were knocking on the wrong door.
Yeah, you'll have that in apartments.
Yeah, that's the first time
Yeah.
it's happened. But all
Yep.
good. No problem. She was like, "Oh no, wrong apartment, but we're good. We're good."
Lucas, it sounded like you're about to segue into something there.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into our pick'ems.
Pick'ems.
We got some good ones lined up for y'all today.
Good week for
We try to pick the best ones.
good week for some pick'ems. There's some good games on this week, guys.
We try to pick only the best ones.
Hey, and we only have 5, so Andy, throw in one because I did. Well, the
Okay.
ones I wanted,
Do a
Lucas
little
already
looking.
picked up. So
We have 5. Yeah, if you want to throw another one in there, that's cool. I want to keep it an odd number though, so tiebreaker is.
oh,
taken
see, I
care of.
thought we were trying to go for 6.
I try to keep 5. If there's another game that we want to throw on here, that's fine.
Okay.
But this is what I want here. So I'm gonna throw up this screen here. The first one we're gonna go over is actually this is not the one I wanted to go over first. Give me 1 second.
Ooh, Miami versus South Florida.
Yeah, that's where is this game? We're gonna go over. I wish there's a way I could just filter it by.
What
Oh, here it is.
about
There we go. Ready? Everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
Whatever, that's gonna work. Arkansas at Auburn. Auburn is favored by 3.5, which is crazy to me. I didn't have a graphic today, clearly, so we're doing this. We're bootlegging it. So we have Arkansas at Auburn. Auburn's favored by 3.5. Tell me your guys' thoughts and tell me your picks.
Andy?
Nate, I'll let you take this one first, my guy, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
all right. Yeah. So I am gonna go with the spread. I am gonna take Auburn. They're definitely
Okay.
I know Arkansas is looking good this year. I think Auburn's gonna pull it off.
All right.
They're
Andrew?
looking good. They have a
Oh,
pretty good
so you guys can see my picks now.
Jesus!
No, everybody can see
Wow!
this.
I totally
No.
missed. I totally missed.
No.
I did too. I was looking away, but for the viewers, they
All right,
probably saw
well,
it.
fuck
Wow,
everybody else.
great
They
job.
ain't seeing
This is our
nothing else.
host. This is our host with the most.
Yeah, no,
That's
they.
spoiling shit. Way to go.
Yep. Well, you guys didn't see my pick, I don't think.
No.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and go since everyone else saw my pick and we don't know yours. I'm going with Arkansas. I think they're going to win by a lot of points.
A lot. A
Yeah,
lot. How
they
many is
should
a
have been
lot?
okay. So they put 600 yards of offense of on Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State. They should have won that game. They choked it. They choked that game. They should have
Sure.
beat their ass. I don't like Arkansas, but they actually look kind of they look all right this year. They look better than
See,
I had
this is when
expected. Auburn looks like dog shit. Dog shit. Give me fucking Arkansas.
I'm gonna
Whoop
eat my
pig.
words here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna eat my words. But I think this is where the betting line comes in, and we take Auburn, because if or not Auburn,
I
Arkansas,
think I think Arkansas wins
and
by
we
2 scores.
this is when we take a consensus and probably throw a little bit of money on Arkansas.
I'm
Hmm.
down to throw some money on Arkansas.
So you
Um,
got
I might
Arkansas.
do it right now.
Nate's got Auburn.
She.
Andrew, who do you have? Arkansas at
I'm
Auburn.
this knucklehead is using ESPN to make a slightly informed decision, and currently the matchup predictor has Auburn at 59% chance of winning, Arkansas at 41 equals 100,
They don't know
and then
nothing.
I'm looking at the last matchup because I do remember Arkansas. I was like, oh crap, they're giving
They're actually
Oklahoma
good
State
this
a
year.
tough time.
Something to watch out.
They last week's games, Arkansas beat UAB by 10 at home, and
Yes, it was close.
Auburn kind of thumped on New Mexico 45-19. I know that Auburn is a tough place to play. The last time
Auburn
Mizzou
also
played
lost to
there,
Cal,
this is true.
and I think that
This
was
is
a home
true.
game for Auburn.
Yes. I don't have a good feel on either team, but I do think Arkansas is exceeding expectations. And Nate, you picked Auburn, right?
I
Yes, he did.
did. I went with Auburn.
Ugh. See, they blew out New Mexico. If that was a close game against New Mexico, I think Arkansas would be the easy pick. But you know, Lucas, I see your point. Oklahoma State's a ranked team. Arkansas took them to overtime at the road or on the road. I
Shoot.
woo
Can I
pig city, I
switch?
guess.
Can I switch?
Nope,
Is
too
that
late. I already
is
have
that
your
what they
name
said?
What
down.
do you mean it's too late? You switched
No.
last time.
I didn't switch
Nah.
nothing last time.
You baloney. You switched.
Andy switched last
Okay,
second.
can
I
can
didn't
I switch
switch.
score prediction? So I get to switch, right?
Whatever. If since Andy switched last week, I give you a switch, and that's
Yeah,
it for the rest of the
have
season.
Ooh, how
mercy on
about
him.
this?
Have
I
mercy.
switched, and we're all wrong taking Arkansas. We all have to do a shot.
Fine.
I'm fine with that.
Andy?
All right. So we all picked Arkansas after I gave you my expert analysis because I know ball. All right. Next up.
You don't know ball. That's why he's always losing in the pickups. Why am I listening to this fool? Why am I listening to him?
We're just gonna do this here. I'm just gonna place a banner at the bottom of the screen for the next game, so I don't have to share my pick as I'm typing everything. Okay.
I don't think you should
Look
type
at-
your pick in until you tell us.
Well, I type it because I'm preparing.
If you were prepared, you've already had it typed.
Oh, he got you.
Oh,
Oh, there
and
was-
by the way, the listeners, he didn't have this shit ready until
There.
we started this podcast.
Well, I wanted their thoughts. I just wanted their thoughts on the pick'ems. I didn't want to be unfair and pick all the games, right?
Shut your fucking mouth.
I ordered the Peaky fucking blinders.
You do nothing.
All right, next game we got number 11 traveling to Michigan. Number 18 USC is favored by 5.5 points because Michigan is dog shit. Who you guys got?
Andy, how about Lucas? You take this one first.
All right, USC is gonna whoop
I
that
know,
ass. I'm
like,
done.
Yeah, yep. Second me on that.
Make it me 3 because Michigan is looking like dog shit, losing
Yep.
at their home field in the house to Texas. All right, Texas went in there and whooped that ass.
Well, Texas also doesn't look bad.
Okay,
Texas
but they've
pretty fucking
never
good.
been like great. You know what I mean? Not in years,
That's fair.
right? They're looking really good this year. Props to Texas. Give it to them. But Michigan's always been a powerhouse Big Ten, right? You know, always
That's
coming
one of
out.
the biggest home field advantages in all of college football. So
I know, right? And
that's the only thing that makes this game or this pick'em, even not a guarantee to be USC.
All right, so we all took USC there, which not surprised. The next game on the list is going to be. Let me get it typed because I want the viewers to see it as I type it, so they don't think I'm crazy. We got number 12, Utah, traveling to. Speaking of them Cowboys, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, and the Utah Utes are favored by 1.5.
Ooh.
So Andy, we're gonna let you go first here,
Shit.
buddy.
Well, I'm gonna make another informed decision here. Give me a sec. I always
feel
like
like
to look
we
at the
need to-
last 5.
Yeah.
That's my typical go to, kind of see how they've been trending. I know Oklahoma State had the close game with Arkansas. I don't remember. Okay, so Oklahoma State is predicted to win 60% to 39% against Utah. I did see a graphic that Cam Reesing and Bowman, I think their combined age is in the 50s or something.
Yeah.
I did.
Like
Yeah,
these guys
I
are
did
both
see-
like seventh year seniors.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
That's
older
crazy.
than most players in the NFL.
Yeah, I think they're probably like the last generation of our age guys. In
Yeah,
college
our
football.
age. Yeah.
Yeah, we're old, dude. I got news for you.
Shit.
Yeah,
I get
Lucas
reminded
just
every
joined
day
the.
how old I am. Thank
He
you,
just joined the
Andy.
old man's
Wow,
club. Yeah,
appreciate
no
it.
problem. Yeah. Hey, I'm finally on my
Shit.
own health insurance, and
Mhm.
yeah, that's how you know you're old.
Yeah.
Okay, Utah has beat. I don't even know who the hell
They shit on Baylor.
SUU is. Southern Utah. They shit on 11 points. Beat Baylor
Wow.
by 11, and they beat Utah State at Utah State by 17. Oklahoma State has shit on Tulsa at Tulsa, beat Arkansas in double overtime, and shit on South Dakota State. This game is at Oklahoma, and I'm gonna go with them Cowboys.
Okay. Okay. Andy has taken them Cowboys.
That is my favorite.
Nathan, who are you taking?
Why you making me go?
Are you taking them Utes? Or are you taking them boys? Tell me. Enlighten me. Give me your knowledge. Share it with everybody.
I think I'm gonna take Oklahoma State. I think you got some hard discipline, blue collar boys on that team, some hay baling, buck chucking cowboys on that fucking team. And
You
so
can't pick against Mike Gundy, baby.
yeah,
That's a no
they're
can do.
hard smash mouth football. They know what they're doing. I honestly don't know anything about Utah. I just know Oklahoma State. They're just,
The Mormon State, my guy. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, these
Yeah.
guys, they don't know what partying is, so I'm gonna have to go
Well,
with them.
Okay. Well,
no,
so
we're gonna hold off. I'm not gonna say anything.
we got
Hey,
Nathan.
if they Mormon, they ain't drinking.
We got Nathan and Andy taking them boys, and then we're
Woo!
down to me here. And you know what? I was
He's
gonna take
gonna.
them Cowboys. I was gonna do it.
Wow.
And now
gonna
he
do
ain't.
it.
And now he
Wow.
ain't. Wow.
Somebody's got to be different, and clearly
I
ain't
guess,
you two.
No,
Give me
hey.
the fucking Utah Utes -1.5.
Hey, I was gonna say if we
Yeah.
all go tiebreaker on this for the pick'ems, I was gonna throw in one more game for a tiebreaker.
Well, we might end up throwing it in anyways. But we'll do that.
Lucas just hates Cowboys in
I
any
know.
professional sport. He picks against them, and no, it doesn't matter if it's pro football.
This is why no one
college
likes
I did
football.
pick.
Lucas.
I picked OK
Yeah.
State. Picked to beat Arkansas, dude.
That was 2 weeks ago, man.
It was 2 weeks ago. I didn't. We didn't. We just
And
didn't.
they won.
They did. We
Mhm.
didn't. We didn't do.
Mhm.
We just didn't pick them last week. You know, they weren't playing anybody worth talking about.
Right. Yeah.
The next game on the pick'ems, which probably is the best game of the day. In my personal opinion, let me get it up here for everybody. You guys are gonna like this. Oh yeah, wonderful. Cool. All right. We got number 6 Tennessee traveling to number 15 Oklahoma. Tennessee is favored by 7.5. Who do you guys got? Tell me, please.
Tennessee,
Lucas.
baby.
Oh,
Good old Rocky Top.
dude, they put
old
a
Rocky Top.
whooping.
They put a whooping on everybody, but that's just what Josh Heupel does. So you got to take it with a grain of salt because he runs
Dude,
his whoop on everybody.
he's covering every. That guy's a degen gambler. That is why he's doing it. He's making sure everybody is hitting the fucking over.
You know he's fucking like having his.
That
son-
guy's got money on the line himself.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
why
I'm
he's so
saying.
cool.
So does that seem you got Tennessee?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I got Tennessee
This
too.
ain't even gonna be close. It ain't gonna
Yeah.
be close.
And I would like to see Oklahoma lose just because we will see them later in the year, and I'd like to see them fall back in rankings. I want their hearts broken whenever they come in or when we go to play them.
All right, Nate. Real quick, what was the other game you had?
I don't know if you guys are gonna like it.
I'm just saying. We'll tell you right now.
I actually had 2.
Give me one.
Let's do. Where's it at? Oh boy, hold on. I lost it. Sorry,
Real
guys.
quick, if you to all of our viewers, if you do like
I hope we got a
college
comment.
football related comedy, SEC Roll Call. I forget the name of the guy that kind of does that show. But speaking of Oklahoma and Tennessee, there's a very funny skit about them. He just released it, or I guess 2 days ago. Pretty funny. Involves Dolly Parton. So that's all you need to know.
I like to
So,
comment on this comment
is
that
it?
we
Can
just
I?
had
Can I?
coming in.
Can
Hey,
I?
mullets
My
ain't
pick?
gonna win you the game, brother.
Well, Oklahoma State's quarterback has a mullet, or
Well,
their coach.
Oh,
Sorry, their coach.
coach.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Gundy,
coach.
baby. Yep.
Can I change my pick?
nope.
Too
Too
fucking
late.
bad. Go Utah, motherfucker.
No, it's too late.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
we've
going
all
to.
had one change. We've already used it.
Yeah, I'm not.
He didn't
I
change it.
haven't changed nobody myself.
No, you've already used your fucking you changed the score last week
I
for
didn't change
Mizzou.
my score. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you did.
Roll the clip, and then I'll roll the clip here later.
I don't have the
Need one of those
I got the
progressive
clips.
instant reviews.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your other game?
Flag on the play.
What's your other game?
I was gonna do a K State game.
Fuck 'em,
Oh,
we did them last. I think we did. Whatever. Who they play?
No, did we
Baylor?
do K State last week?
They play Baylor.
I think it is Baylor.
They're gonna. K State's gonna whoop them.
You think
they
so?
go to
Yeah.
BYU this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
they play BYU. Yeah, K State's gonna whoop
Yeah.
them. But we can throw it on
Yeah.
there if you want. What's the points? Who's at home?
BYU's at home.
I only
K-State
say this game
is
because K State is ranked number 13 right now in the AP
And
poll.
how much are they favored by?
I don't put me on the spot. I didn't have all this ready.
the spread is -6.5 K-State.
Okay, and that's according to ESPN.
Yes.
Okay, according to ESPN, because we're not sponsored by anybody, we got K State traveling to BYU, favored by 6.5. I'll tell you right now, I got K State, and I don't think it's necessarily going to be close because K State whooped
Nope.
that ass last week against
Ooh,
Arizona.
can we take that pick 'em out and do Baylor versus Colorado?
Nah, we did Colorado last week.
Oh, we did.
I think we've done Colorado twice. I'm tired of Colorado.
Dion's
right
gonna
now.
lose again, bro. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yep. There is a good. I think Illinois and Nebraska, maybe. I think is that
Yeah, I thought about
Hey.
that one, but whatever. You said minus what, 6.5? I got K State. Who do you guys got?
I'm gonna go with K
one.
State.
K-State.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I kind of figured we'd all take K
I only
State.
threw that one out there because K State's ranked so high in the AP pool. So
No, I mean I thought about that game too. I'm not gonna lie.
there's no other really good, solid games on this week. That's the unfortunate
All right.
thing.
And then the last game we're going to cover today for the Pick'ems is the game you guys all come in here to watch for our expert analysis because we are the best in the motherfucking business. We have Vanderbilt traveling to Columbia, Missouri to take on your number 7 ranked Missouri Tigers. Should be number 6, but we'll let them do what they got to do. I guess they'll handle business this week as they do. And your Missouri Tigers, according to FanDuel, I believe it was, are favored by 20.5.
They're gonna crush it. Let's go.
All right. And so this one here, as normal, we are going to give our pick'ems, and then we're going to give our score prediction, and the closest person to the total points scored wins the bet. I guess the farthest person away loses because
So
it
are
can
we
only be one
changing
loser.
the shotgun bet, man?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not shot. I mean, I'm down for whatever. If we want shotgun, we can shotgun it. Don't care.
No, I'm down shotgunning. You saw what happened last time. Roll the clip.
I did, dude. I wish I had the clip.
I'm glad Macy cut it off.
Yeah, that was good. For the viewers that don't know, Nathan shotgun threw up.
I did not.
Oh.
Shut. Wow.
You said roll the clip. I was just rolling the clip.
It was. I knew it was cut off. It looked good in the beginning. I had him in the first half. All right.
Anyways, I'm gonna go last here because I got a picture I want to show you guys. So, who wants to give their score prediction first? I don't care who. Someone just
I
go.
will go first.
I had you typed first too. It's like I knew already.
Wow. Listen to this guy. I do think Mizzou's going to cover the overage on this. I think they're going to come out heated.
What's the over under?
No, they're going to beat the spread. Sorry.
Ooh.
The over is 52.5. I do think they do hit that.
Okay.
Again, I think this is going to come out with a vengeance with Boston College and their performance last week. Hopefully they tidy some things up like we talked about, but over that, I do think Mizzou takes the over. It is over 52.5. They cover the spread. Score predictions. Wow. I do think Vandy is a different team, though. So I'm thinking 17-35.
So Nathan has 35-17 in your Missouri Tigers' favor, which is a 52 total. And you said the over-under was 52.5?
Yeah.
So you have the under.
Ooh. I'll ante it up. Let's go 37.
Okay, 37-17. He's got the over now. At
Woo!
54 total points.
No, he'd still be under 20.5.
Oh, he's
37-17.
he's under. He's not covering the spread, but he's over the over-under.
Make it 14-37. Come on, baby. Give it to me.
All right, he's at 50. He's got Mizzou covering the spread, but he's got the over-under as under now.
God damn it. They ain't hitting over. I think Vandy's going to put up a fight. I think they're going to come back with a vengeance the way we did last year. So
That's so funny. He was so confident they were hitting the over. Now
Dude, I am
confident.
it could be a high-scoring game. You know what? Maybe defense doesn't take care of their jobs, and it could be 21-42. You never
Last
know.
year, it was 59 total points were scored. But again,
Different teams.
Vanderbilt's a new
Different
team.
teams.
Yep.
Different teams.
All right, Andy, give me your score prediction.
So the line is what, 53.5, 52.5?
52.5, according to FanDuel.
Okay. Looking at matchups here again, because I'm going to try a new strategy. Different teams. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I do think maybe along similar lines as last year, but obviously I'm going to try and not do a repeat performance of that exactly. Vanderbilt against FBS teams, because we're going to throw out the Alcorn game, because who the hell are they? They have scored 34 and 32 points. Vanderbilt has 34 against Virginia Tech in overtime, 32 in a losing effort to Georgia State, which Lucas and I were talking about. That was in the last minute. They almost had that game won till they didn't. And then they have given up 27 to Virginia Tech and 36 to Georgia State. So I'm going to say, like you said, Nate, that this is last week was a wake up call, splash of cold water in the face. Hopefully we can eclipse 40. I would like that.
I would love that. I think
I would really like the offense to get it rolling. So I will say I've given up 36 and 27. I will say, because we are the Missouri Tigers and we took Georgia State's running back. I can't remember if Marcus Carroll was Georgia State or Georgia Southern. I get that one mixed up all the time.
Georgia
Anyway,
State.
Yeah, so we took the running back. So maybe this is a Marcus Carroll revenge game. Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. Let's just run with it. 42
Woo!
to they're definitely going to hit the over. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. Don't know if it'll cover the spread. 42 to 24.
It's a good score
Yeah,
prediction. I like that. I like that.
I think Vandy covers, but I think we light him up.
All right, so he has 42 to 24 in the favor of Missouri Tigers. So he's got a total points of 66, which is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points,
but
but
might have been a little bold.
it might have been a little bold there, brother.
No, drop Vandy to 20. Our defense is going to be better than that.
All right, so he's got it at 62.
Yeah, there we go.
And I'm glad you did that.
And that would be covering for a 220.
Because you're not the only one there. Wait. What is my math? Oh, here we go. Okay. I don't know why my math was completely wrong there. All right,
this guys is shit together.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready for this?
Been waiting all night.
Yep, let's go.
Why do you only play whenever you?
You ready?
Why do you only get the hype?
Oh!
Let me take this shit ass banner off. Dun, 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 dun. That's, if you guys didn't know, that's a Mizzou Tiger taking the Commodore sword and stabbing his ass.
Wow.
We don't condone violence
Disarming.
here.
Just completely botched.
Hey.
Vander out the Van Door
Give us your score
Commodore.
predictions. Let's go. Throw it out there, baby.
Don't worry
Come
about
on.
the bottom of the picture, man. Just look at that fucking ferocious ass tiger killing that little pipsqueak Commodore, because that's what we're going to fucking do. 41-17, Missouri Tigers taking it home.
Woo!
That's what
Let's
I got.
go.
Dude, I get too hype up when I do this shit. And
Yeah, you get me hyped
my
up.
my scores are always a little too high because I'm hyped up. But Andy went higher than I did.
Wow.
So I'm not even mad about it. So we have Nathan at 51 total points. We got Andy at 62 total points. We have me at 58. So with that being said, I cannot lose this week. This is Nathan and Andy can only lose according to at least the Mizzou game. But the Pick'ems is wait, do we have any different games?
Nope.
We do. The only different game we have is OK State and Utah. So if Utah wins, you both lose. And if Oklahoma State, I loses. So.
Well, we know what's going to happen. So.
Yep.
Yeah, the Utes are going to fuck them up. So what's going to happen? You know, if my buddy Austin's watching, sorry, brother. They're going to fuck you up. But anyways, that's all I had at least for the pick'ems go. That's all I have kind of listed. I have all of our pick'ems noted here so we can keep track of who loses. Andy owes us 2 shotguns. I owe you guys a shotgun. So next, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday live show, we're getting them done.
We have a bye week next week.
Yeah, perfect.
Are we still doing a show?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. We can recap. Go into the week. We still got college football. We can touch a lot on that.
We can do pick'ems and we can get the bets going. And before we end the show, I do want to talk about what bet are we doing for the pick'ems and for the Mizzou score prediction this week, and then next week we'll do something a little different. But what did you guys say we were doing?
We got to figure that out. Not shotguns? Shots.
Yeah. For the pick'em losers. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds even worse, but whatever.
I'd rather do a shot than a shotgun, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm the other way around. I think I'd rather do a shotgun than a shot.
All right, then why don't we keep it like that? If you lose in the pick'ems, you shotgun.
You get the choice of a shotgun or a shot. I might do a shot because it's cleaner. You know, doesn't get everywhere.
Yeah, and we can do it right here in front of the camera. It'd be easy.
Yeah. Yep. Can't really do the whole shotgun on my dining room carpet. That would be frowned upon.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that in the carpet.
Okay, so we have. This is the last week of a shot or shotgun bet, and then we will figure something out. I promise, more creative next week. We're going to get the sports book going, so we'll show you guys our picks for the week. So if you guys want to go with us or fade us, you guys can see at least what we're thinking. Not that we're any smart, but hey, we like to give it a shot. That's why we're here talking to everybody.
Yep.
But that's all I had for these motherfuckers. What about y'all?
I'm just. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back, Andy.
Thank you, Nate.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to have you back, man.
Hey, let's see if the Royals can make the playoffs, baby.
Hey, let's see if they can do it.
Let's go, Royals.
Come on.
Let's go, Royals.
But they're gonna do it.
But anyways, we're gonna conclude the show here. We're an hour and 12 in. Thank you for everybody stopping by. According to StreamYard, we got 11 people in there right now. So again, thank you for everybody stopping by, giving us a watch. Thank you for the comments, and follow at Off the Dome Show on all socials. We're live at least once a week, and we give the worst analysis in the game, but at least we're fucking here. We hit the button, and we're live. We're going to end the show. MIZ.
ZOU.
Peace out, bitch.